Chapter 16, Garbage In, Garbage Out. We throw out so much garbage or rubbish every day from our schools, homes, offices, and shops. The pulses, grains, biscuits, milk, or oil purchased in shops are packed in plastic bags or tins. All these wrapping material go out as garbage or waste. We generate so much garbage in our day-to-day activities. We often throw groundnut shells on public places, in buses or trains, after eating the nuts. A child might go on sharpening pencils just for fun. If we make errors or spill ink on our notebook, we tear off the sheet and throw it away. We throw away the ticket when we get off a bus. And we also throw away many domestic wastes such as old clothes, slippers, shoes, and broken toys. Also, many times we just buy things we are very rarely used by us, and often these things end up in garbage. What if the rubbish is not removed from our homes and surroundings? How do you think this will harm us? Did you ever wonder where does all this waste go and what happens to the garbage? Is it possible for all of this garbage or rubbish to be changed into something that will not harm us? Can we contribute towards this in any way? We will look for answers to these questions in this chapter, dealing with garbage. Safaiker Amcaris collect the garbage in trucks and take it to a low-lying open area called a landfill. These areas are usually low-lying areas and are away from the places where people live. The garbage from the dumps is taken in trucks to landfill area. It is spread in the landfill area and then covered with soil. Once the landfill area is completely full, it is left as such for a long time, about 20 years or so. Such a long time is required as the waste material decomposes very slowly. Finally, the area can be converted into a park or a playground. To deal with some of the useful components of garbage, compost making areas are developed near the landfill. What is compost? Vermicomposting. We can be friends of plants by supplying them with compost. We will also be very good friends to ourselves by making compost. The method of preparing compost with the help of earthworms is called vermicomposting. Earthworms are also known as the farmer's friend. Not all earthworms can be used for composting. A particular type of earthworm called redworm is used for this purpose. Garbage, which you use to make compost, like the fruit and vegetable peels, waste food. Tea leaves and dry leaves can be used for vermicomposting. These materials act as food for the redworms. The worms convert these wastes into compost, which can be used in fields and gardens. Compost is quite inexpensive in contrast to chemical fertilizers used for increasing crop production. Compost and vermicompost are good examples to show how useful products can be obtained out of wastes without causing pollution. We can try to make manure by vermicomposting at school. Think and throw. How much of garbage do you think is thrown out by each house every day? You can make an estimate by using a bucket as a measure. Use a 5-10 liter bucket to collect the garbage from your home for a few days. In how many days does the bucket become full? You know the number of members in your family. If you find out the population of your city or town, can you now estimate the number of buckets of garbage that may be generated in a day in your city or town? We are generating mountains of garbage every day, isn't it? Steps to reduce generation of waste. What can be done to reduce the amount of waste generated by us? Reduction in the amount of waste generated can be achieved in the following ways. Active cooperation and involvement of the citizens and children like you. Practicing the 3 R's: I reduce, 2 reuse, and 3 recycle. 1 reduce. Reduce the production of wastes by consumption and low wastage. For example, avoid using plastic bags. Carry your own cloth bags. Use both sides of paper. Buy only what you need. Avoid using disposable plastic items. To reuse, certain items can be reused. For example, reuse empty glass bottles as containers for storing things. Reuse plastic items like bags and bottles. 3 recycle. Useful things can be made by recycling waste materials. For example, glass, plastics, aluminum cans, and other metals can be recycled to produce other things. Old newspapers can be recycled to make useful paper products like tissue paper. Kitchen waste can be developed into compost that can be used as a manure. Sewage can be used to produce fuel biogas. Have you ever helped at home to sell old newspapers, glass and metal things, plastic bags, and your old notebooks to a garbage dealer? Talk to him and find out what he does with all the garbage. Would you like to make paper from old and discarded paper? Let us learn to do this. Recycling of paper. Though paper is a biodegradable substance, it is necessary that we use paper without any wastage. We need to cut trees to make paper. Excessive cutting of trees leads to environmental problems. What should we do to overcome this problem? Two steps can be taken. I recycle the paper to use both sides of the paper for writing. We can recycle pieces of old newspapers, magazines, used envelopes, notebooks, or any other paper. Small pieces of paper are put in a bucket of water. The paper is kept submerged for 1 day. Next day, these paper pieces are pounded to make a thick paste. This thick paper paste is spread on the mesh fixed frame. After spreading, the paste is gently patted to make it uniform. After the water from the paste is drained off, this layer is carefully removed from the frame and spread on a sheet of newspaper and kept in sun to dry. We can also add color papers, dry leaves or flower petals to get recycled paper with beautiful patterns. Can we recycle everything just as we recycle paper? Plastic spoon or a curse? Let us first find out about some of the commonly used things made of plastic. Plastic things may include items like buckets, bottles, water pipes, toys, pens, shoes, bags, food storage containers, and many more. We often use plastic bags or polythene bags for carrying items we buy from the market and for storing raw and even cooked food items. You may also be aware that many parts in several items of daily comfort like buses, cars, scooters, televisions, radio sets, water filters, and refrigerators are made of plastic. Can we therefore live without plastic? Why is the use of plastic considered a big problem? To understand this, we will first discuss the harmful effects and the problems caused by the use of plastic. Food products are often packed in plastic bags, which may not be suitable for this purpose. Consumption of such foods could be harmful for our health. Sometimes recycled plastic bags, washed plastic bags that have been used earlier for some other purpose are used to keep food items. This is harmful for our health. Plastics on heating or burning give out harmful gases. These gases cause problems of pollution and health. In humans, these gases may cause cancer. People often fill garbage in plastic bags and then throw it on roads and other places like garbage dumps. As a result, two things commonly take place. One, stray animals look for food in these bags and may even swallow the bags. This results in their death in many cases. To the plastic bags enter the drains and the sewage system. Drains thus get choked and the sewage water flows on the roads. What can be done to minimize or stop the use of plastics? Following are some of the steps. Carry your own cloth or jute bag whenever you go for shopping. Say no to plastic bags. Insist that the shopkeeper uses paper bags. Reuse the soft drink plastic bottles for storing water. Do not use plastic bags for storing food items. Use metallic utensils. Do not throw plastic bags here and there after use. Do not burn plastic items. Organize awareness campaigns through schools, television, and radio. The most important point to know and think about is that more garbage we generate, more difficult it will be to get rid of it.